We are very excited that we are blessed to have Dr. Cheryl Logan leading the Omaha Public Schools District. Has hit the ground running, and we really thoroughly appreciate being blessed with her being sent to this city. She has a critical update on what's happening in schools in North Omaha. Let's please welcome Dr. Cheryl Logan to her first day of North Omaha.
It's all good. I appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. I know to be brief and be seated, so I'm good on that. I did want to, first of all, thank Willie for all of your support as I've transitioned here. I did attend the 360, and I was so impressed. And I'm actually going to do the full presentation. I'll come back and do it before 360 because in the interest of time, and I was worried about the Sandman coming out and getting me, drag the chair out to get me, with music coming on. So a couple things. There's a picture here that I want to talk about today. President Gray mentioned about how Omaha's on the move and Omaha's on the map. And I do want to say that on Thursday, I received, is that what it was, Dr. Holman? I believe that was it was. We received notification that every year a very prominent university, Harvard, invites only a few districts to participate in a problem-solving exercise that they do in the summer for a week. And you get to bring a team, you work on a problem, and then throughout the next year they provide you with support for that problem we provide. And so we're very excited. We're going to be asking one of our funders to sponsor our trip, but we will be working, they already know, so it's not a surprise. We're going to be asking them to do that. We're very excited to be able to do that. And that is really about Omaha. And I'm very excited for our school district. The thing that I'm talking about very briefly is that for me as a newcomer, I'm looking at who our children are right now. And I'm not going to share as much achievement data today because our scores are in and they are embargoed until the 21st of December, which I shared with Mr. Barney. We have already shared our suspension data, and we know that we have work to do in that area in terms of students missing class, attendance, and many other things in North Omaha. But one of the things that is the most interesting is a challenge or an opportunity rather for all of us is that the kids in North Omaha have changed. So we have some schools that are more than 50% immigrant in terms of recent immigrants. We have one school that is sitting almost at 75%. And that's a trend that we see throughout our schools. So if you look at 2009, 2010, up to 2018, 19, and it's a little difficult to read, but if you look here where you see a decline in African American students and a decline actually in Caucasian students, which is the green line here. But if you look at where we have Asian American students going from a very small percentage, around 1.5%, up here to above 10% of students, that is remarkable. In fact, Asian American students have increased by 10%, and Hispanic students of Latino origin, ethnicity rather, not race, but ethnicity, has increased 4% throughout those years. And this is different, a little different from the trending average. The other thing that I want to really share really quickly is that the increase in graduation rates have been equally shared. Kind of just skip to that and we'll close out. The increase in graduation rates have been equally shared by students in North Omaha, and that is excellent news in that district in North Omaha graduation rates have increased at a similar rate over the last 9 years. The dropout rates have remained pretty stable, but with the most recent released dropout, we still have North Omaha higher than the district, but the gap has narrowed significantly. So that is that's good news in that we are able to get our students graduated. I think the most important thing, though, is what happens to them post-secondary. It's not just a high school diploma is not enough. We know that we need to make sure our students are positioned to move on. And I'll close with the economic inclusion that is a part of our 2018 grant that was robust in our 2014 grant, and expanding that actually to include our students in this round very significantly. In the first round, we had some opportunities for students to participate, but it was not a K-12 approach. And if we're going to make sure that our students are ready to take those high-wage, living wage jobs, they can't be exposed to them when they're 18. We need to have them exposed to them when they're little, as young as kindergarten, throughout their educational career, realizing that students are going to make their choice for high schools somewhere in between their 7th and 8th grade year, because they're going to also do that process next month. And that if you don't know better, you can't do better. And how do we expose students early? And so as a huge part of economic inclusion, we're looking at not just exposing our students, but being able to track how many are involved, have real data for the community, and then how many are able to transition right from high school into high-wage jobs here in Omaha. So we're very excited about that. Economic inclusion is a long game. It's not a short game. It's not a 1 year. It's not a 5 year. It's a 20-year project. If you look at the Chamber's report, it's for 2040. They're not looking at 2024. They're looking at 2040, and that's the way that we are approaching it as a school district in the long game. And so that in 10 years from now, or no, 20 years from now, when we roll Billy down here, I'm sorry, 40. I'm sorry, I know you're a young man. In 40 years, when we roll him down the wheelchair accessible area here, that Willie will be able to report that the things we reported on in 2018 have come to fruition, and North Omaha's positioned even better to be what it can be. So thank you so much for listening.